Hello friends, in this part we will be covering the next operators, assignment operators. So these operators are used to assign a value to the variables. The single assignment operator, right, equal to. So you can see why it is used. It is used to store the value, correct. Assign the value from a right side to the variable. So here in example you can see x equal to 30. So x equal to 30 means it is assigning the 30 value to the variable x. Let's see, and you can see next print x. So you might be surprised what print is. So print is a function defined in the Python. Now let's see in the Python, x equal to 13. If I enter, you cannot see anything right here. So what it does, it just put a 30 into the x. But if you want to see what is it really assigned to x, so how you can verify? You can just use a print in a bracket x. So this print is a predefined function in the Python. Okay, so let's see what all other operators supported by the Python, assignment operators. So let's move. So yeah, in this table you can see the other operators. So plus equal to, this is operator which is used to add and assign the value to the variable. So let's see the example why this operator is used. Now suppose I have a equal to 12. Okay, so let's print this value. So 12 is there in a. Now suppose I want to add 2 into a. How you will do normally? You will say a equal to a plus 12, correct. Now what should be the output? 14. Sorry, I added the 12. Yes, so what is output? 24, because I added a equal to a plus 12. Now suppose I will add only 1 now, a plus equal to 1. So instead of writing a 2 times, we can just use this single operator, and what it will do, it is similar to a plus equal to 1 is similar to a equal to a plus 1. So what should be the output? A is 24, 24 plus 1 is 25. Now if we print a, it should print the 25. See, super. Similarly, there is a second operator, minus equal to. What it do? It will minus the 1 from, it will minus the whatever a value from the operand. Whatever the value is there after equal to from operand. Suppose now I will say a minus equal to 2. So this is similar to what? This is exactly similar to a equal to a minus 2. Whatever output will give you this, same it will give you a minus equal to 2. Okay, so I just type so that you can understand. So what should be the output? 25 minus 2 means 23. Now if you print a, you can see output is 23. Exactly. Now similarly a multiplication, correct. A multiply equal to 2. So a multiply equal to 2. So this is similar to a equal to a multiply by 2. In our case 23 into 2, correct. In our case a equal to 23 into 2. So 23 into 2, 46, correct. So we'll see print a 46. Same is for division. Now suppose if I say a divide equal to 2. So this is similar to a. So in our case it is 46 divided by 2. What should be the output? 23, correct. So let's see. Super. And as I explained you in the arithmetic operators video, like a division will give you the output in a float number. So this is 23.0, correct. Yeah, because it will give you the exact quotient. Okay. So these are all about the assignment operators. So you can install the Python and you can do the all these practices. I will upload the installation steps soon. Okay, you can find the link in all the videos, okay, in the description. So next is operator precedence. What is operator precedence? Operator precedence determines the order in which expressions are evaluated. So you can predict the outcome of an expression. It can also determine the overall value of the expression. So this is a expression. What do you mean by expression? Expression is a combination of a variable, values and operators, correct? So these are the values, if there are any variables a, b, c, d, and also the operator as well. So this is nothing but an expression. So what is order? So first parenthesis will be taken on priority, then multiplication, division and modulus is the second priority, then plus minus, and then assignment operators. So using this priority you can evaluate this. So first 8 divided by 2 will be calculated, it is a 4, then 5 multiplied by 4 20, then 20 plus 3 23, and then 3 minus 23 minus 2 21. So precedence is like this: parenthesis, then multiplication, division, modulus, plus minus and equal to. Fine. So expression, what do you mean by expression? Above one is expression. So expression is a combination of variables, values and operators. It is a type of instruction that combines values and operators and evaluates down to a single value. Yeah, means normal our expressions, right? 2 plus 5 minus 2 into 1 divided by 2. This is nothing but expression. Or x plus 2 plus 3 divided by y. So it contains your values, variables and operators. Here 2 and 5 are called as values, operands, and plus is an operator which returns the single value 7. Okay, so ideally this should be this should be covered before, but it's fine. So next is indentation in a Python. So indentation means the this is, you can see the block 1, block 2, block 3, block. Okay, so here it is the space is given. Ideally you will understand this when we will type the program. Okay, so Python programs get structured through the indentation. That is, the code blocks are defined by their indentation. All the statements in the conditional and looping statements are structured using the indentation. One tab space. This principle makes it easier to read and understand other people's Python code. So don't worry, we will cover this in when we will do the program practicals, or else I will just show you in this here only. Okay, see now this is a Python program. You can see here value is assigned and then if is there. What is this? I will explain you later. Okay, and then this space is given. So using this it becomes structure, right? Like we have a paragraphs similar way. Okay, so we will stop here and I will continue the statements in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, do subscribe the channel, like and share with your friends. If you have any suggestions, you can definitely send me the email or put it in the comment box. Okay, thank you. My email address is sutantra.shiksha@gmail.com. Thank you.